I'm here at Peel Park, where the Salford 2nd's will be playing Chester 2nd's. This is going to be an intense game, since this is the team that they'll be playing at varsity. Over to Alex and Sean on comms.
Well, we're underway in this varsity cup clash. It's a vicious rivalry. And we'll be here. Salford undefeated in their last all the league games, and Chester did get beat by them 2-0 the last time they came across. It's already possession for Chester. He will look to come forward. Good challenge by the captain. How do you see this going, Alex?
Yeah, look, it's an interesting fixture. These two teams, obviously, not fans of each other. We don't like Chester here at Salford, but we're looking forward to this. Obviously, these two teams did meet a number of weeks ago, and it ended up positive in favour of Salford. A lively start so far, with Salford looking to break away now down this left-hand side.
We are seeing an advancement. Lee's looking to come inside. Tasty ball in, headed straight back out. Back into the hands of Salford. There's a lot of air ball going on in the first minutes of proceedings here. Chester looking to play a long ball forward. It's been their port of call the first few times they've made an action in this game. Captain has time and goes back to his right back. Quite a wide formation, Salford look to play. 4 at the back with the 2 wingers. We had heard about the winger shortage that Alfie Leeds has talked about. Do you think that'll be something they'll look to utilise, Alex?
Yeah, look, we know teams short of players, short of wingers, especially at this level. People hungover and things like that. It happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
But look, Salford will look to adapt, and they're sending it long early.
I was noticing that we are seeing quite an end-to-end kind of long ball system by both teams, which is interesting to see. First time played over. 9 got lucky there, but didn't know about it. And Lee's could chase this. He didn't expect it, but he's got to it, and he's making inroads into the box. Who's into the box waiting for him? Put it back! Just didn't get the touch on it there.
Well defended from the Chester back line. As they look to clear away here.
Right across the pitch. 3's got to win that header. Good strength, but he's got to get to it again. Both players give chase, and Salford 3 comes away with it. He wants to play a lovely ball through to 10. He's onside. Will he slot it away? And Salford are 1 ahead, courtesy of the excellent defending and attacking from number 3. Slotted away by Rizzo.
Yeah, it's a fantastic goal. I mean, both sides looking lively early on, sending the ball long. It's been a fast-paced game, and Salford underway massively early on.
It's an excellent example of turning defence into attack. You could see the ambition on his face chasing that ball. He wanted it more than the Chester defender, and that is exactly what he got. Played an excellent ball through the back line. Salford 1, Chester 0. Already such an engrossing game, Alex. We've seen Salford create such brilliant chance. Playing over the top, out the wing, is looking like they're quite 3-dimensional here. Six, lovely interplay. And again receives it back. 2-1-2s outside to Lees. Great touch in the box. He's in a dangerous position. He'll look to come back inside, but he's just lost his balance. And it will be cleared back away. Such a lively start from Salford. And that one's floated all the way over. But it just shows that the level of threat that Salford are showing only in the first 5 minutes. Number 3, Lees, Rizzo creates so many chances down this wing.
Yeah, there's a big crowd here, big game.
Am I still recording?
Oh, it's good. That's gone. But that one's just not linking.
Looking to break the lines with a long pass. Just miscommunication there from the front line, really. I think that was the main thing. Nine comes short and wins the throw. They look to press back the Salford line. It's quite high as it is. 3-1 the rebound. He's going to look to go forward again. He's going to come back to 6 though in the middle. Who controls proceedings for the first 5-10 minutes of this affair.
Oh, that is a tasty challenge.
I think the ref's right there in giving that decision. It's quite a rough one. First early proceedings, you don't want to be going in that hard, but it's a varsity matchup, and you're going to see things like that.
No, we are indeed. Players are up for it. One of the lights here at Beale Park. I mean, nothing better to do on a Wednesday evening, is there?
Oh, it's the home of beautiful football, as I say. Messi, Ronaldo, Ryan Shawcross. They've all wanted to play here, but never achieved it, and we're watching some excellent football.
Chester with quite a quick press. Played beautifully through the midfield by Salford.
Brilliant how they bring out the wide options so well. They come into the space, occupy it, and they're open for a pass at all times. I think that's so important for Salford going forward.
100%. Got to mention, however, this Chester press is looking positive, but Salford can't quite break through, and Chester regain possession.
And that attempt will go astray. He's so calm under pressure, isn't he, Connolly, in the midfield? You can see why he's got the captain's armband on, because he's the person you look to when you're looking to calm the game down.
100% marshalling that midfield with that long hair like Perlo himself.
Referee having words there as we await this Salford throw. Looking to go forward. Back to the grateful grasp of the keeper. Chester going forward with a bit of urgency here. They want to make something happen.
Calls for offside from the Chester back line, ignored by the referee as Salford look to come down this right-hand side. Lovely bit of skill, but a great challenge.
I'm noticing Fergal coming back quite deep to win the ball. Harry Kane-esque.
And the referee calls it Chester's way.
Send long. 9 gives chase, and it's looking dangerous for Salford if he can get it past 5, but
well defended. Getting his body in the way.
he was deceived. Drawn out. Salford going to look to recycle, try and find a new way past the defence, because so far it's not been fruitful. Salford have been the ones who've had the cutting edge in the final third.
Calls of play from the Chester sidelines, wanting to get their team moving up the pitch. But Salford just thwarting these attacks early on.
Intercepted by 5, quite gratefully I might add, as he looks to pass the ball forward, send back. And back 2-5. So a lot of the ball so far for a team who are lacking the defence.
But they are moving it well here. Looking to find that crucial breakthrough to perhaps get an equaliser as 13 comes down this right-hand side.
Oh, it's creative play from 13. He's moved it from one side of the pitch to the other, dragged the players with him. That's what they're going to have to do to unlock this defence.
Well cleared from Salford.
Chester breaking lines excellently. Just evaded the number 8 in midfield. 3's excellently moving forward. Moving through the gears. just evaded him at the last touch.
Yeah, go back.
A lively start to this Varsity Cup match once again. Will we see a repeat of the 2-0 victory, or will it be more complicated than that? Six found himself in space. So does Fergal, who looks to break the lines of a run. Goes out wide instead. And he's broke away with it. Seven's going to come down the wing at pace. He's got 4 chasing him. Lees was coming into the box, putting pressure on the fullback who got it away splendidly.
One high again though for Salford. But Chester defending him well. Can they break away with it now? They do well to retain possession.
Sen wanted to switch, but he just didn't see enough movement there. You can see that in his frustrations. But he's in space there, 9. Excellent touch to take it past the centre half. The other one's there to recover though. And if Chester can, there's promise in these movements. And if Chester can unlock the defence, they're looking dangerous.
Yeah, look, you can see the way they're trying to work it, you know, in and around their old back line and then sending it long. But it's not been enough to beat Salford just yet as they come now down this left-hand side with a quick burst of pace. But Chester recover well.
Panic clearance from the goalkeeper though. It's back into the hands of Salford, who could look to create something. However, there is a lot of men behind the ball, a lot of options behind it, and it won't lead to an urgent counter-attack, which isn't really the game of Salford.
No, they're looking to move it well, especially down these flanks where they got quick, fast wingers, or fullbacks, should we say, even with a shortage of wingers.
Fullbacks and wingers, the fluidity is absolutely obscene. It's unreal.
Even in a makeshift Salford team has got...
Salford seconds, you can see why they're unbeaten in the league. Chester just can't compete with the off-ball movements.
Referee.
Pushing it back, given. It's a quick one taken.
Valiant calls from the keeper as he wins the ball from the grasp of the Chester attacker. And can Salford come out with it here? Oh, an attempted flick on in the midfield goes awry.
Yeah, he looked to do something clever, but he's won it back here with his excellent look to ambition on the ball. Lees will chase that. That's not the ball trip there. I think that was accidental. He's not come away with the ball, but the keeper's been panicked and he might have given away a throw in here. He has. Now this could be an opportunity to push Chester back into the final third, really compress them. On throw from 3. Well held off. Throwing further back, that's gone out of the park.
That's cleared.
We will need another ball.
That's cleared into Peel Park. That's £10 on the bill.
He's not getting that one back.
Hey boys, see if we can play feet a bit more, yeah?
I'll send an invoice.
That's only wrong.
Communication is clear from the Salford team. Want to play a bit more on the floor. Chester are really so far. That's the one drawback to this forward play.
Well, despite being down early on, you can still see this intent in this Chester team. Well, defensively they've looked well. Maybe a lapse in judgment in that moment in time. But Salford controlling possession now.
It's safe to say neither team wants to lose this varsity match.
You never want to lose against your rivals.
Oh, why would you? Why would you?
Why would you?
Playing for pride, playing for the image of the Northwest. You really don't want to be on the losing end.
I think, especially on Salford Sports TV, you know, someone could correct me if I'm wrong. Perhaps the first time they've had 2 locals-ish on comms with me and yourself, Sean.
But it does look like it, doesn't it? 2 locals. So, you know, that's how you know it's a purebred media team.
Oh, that's a fantastic challenge. Not seen well in the eyes of the referee.
It looked to me like he won the ball.
A true varsity challenge, that, in the making.
They went down with acrobatics. I think that is what fooled the referee. But
looked to me like he got all ball.
You've got to prepare for this influx of danger, because this ball may pinpoint onto a Chester head. There's plenty in the box. Love train on the edge. Salford will have to prepare. You never know when pinball could be played in the box and the ball could hit the back of the net.
One more! One more!
Delivery is sweet. Who's there? It's met, and it's dribbled over the line. Chester won, Salford won. They've pulled one back from the free kick. It's an excellent ball delivered into the box. And questions of the referee whether it was a free kick or not. We'll have to look on the replays. But it's 1-1.
Yeah, it was a poorly defended goal. A well-placed ball, you know, into that corridor of uncertainty in that Salford box. But the ball just walked into the net. I mean, no Salford player, no Salford defender could clear it. And Chester are back in this game now, you feel?
Yeah, definitely. They've got a massive chance. They've got a massive chance that goal was given an excellent, and it's really going off the ball. So feisty. They're really up for it now. Look at the way they're coming forward.
Halfway line! Isaac, half!
Great movement from number 10, keeping the ball. That's unreal. Just couldn't get it back on the wing off the pass. Salford don't have many men forward. They got quite pushed back there, and Chester seemed to be fooling them a bit here. That goal has sent them astray. Got to say, I'm really engrossed in this one.
Yeah, I think the tides may have shifted in these last 5 minutes. Chester looking to be on top, but Salford are breaking away now with a shot from the edge of the box. And the keeper.
Tell you what, it was cheeky and it was dipping. It was always gonna trouble that keeper, but luckily he was back on his line. And do you reckon he would have had that covered, Alex?
I mean, it had him worried, didn't it? You could see him scurrying back, but you know, no shot on target. Can't test the keeper. Positive signs for Salford after that goal, though.
You certainly got to try those things, especially when you've just been put straight under the cosh after that goal. You look to be all Salford, and now Chester have got a hand back on the grip of the game. So showing it again here as they come forward down the wing. Fullback touch just lets him go, and it's there to recover again. Great captain work. Rizzo's got hold of the ball just behind the defence.
Balls of offside from the Chester defence, ignored by the referee as Salford look to come forward down this right-hand side.
Oh, that's unreal. The back line's
Fantastic.
looking to withstand this charge from number 6, who looks to find Rizzo in the box. Picked up by Fergal on the edge. Cleared away from danger. There's a lot of this ball being had by 3, and I think he's excellent at turning a quite defensive situation into attack out of nothing. I think that's a strength.
Oh, 100%. I mean, you can see his burst of pace, you can see his intensity and his fantastic dribbling, even early on in this game. He's made such a positive impact on it, and the referee calls for offside for Salford.
Straight into an offside position. I don't think he realised how high up he really was in comparison to the line, but yeah, it's great intent from Salford again, just trying to get a foot back into that game because Chester have put him under pressure. No rush from Chester. They're quite happy with the time they have, and 5 will look to play a long ball. I think put it on someone's chest, maybe hold it up. Not much height in the midfield of Salford, maybe barring the defence obviously, but
They do send it long. Well won for Salford, out for a Chester throw in this attacking third.
this is where you start to get shaky, because this is a position which from last time the goal was created, because they came over from that side, made it clear that they wanted possession, brought it over here and won a free kick. Bit of pinball over there. Touch and go.
It's well cleared for Salford and Chester. Fantastic clearance if you are Sean Dash and the like.
Or is that a masterpiece of a ball? He's brought it inside. He's going to have a go here. I think he's gone out for a throw in the end, but you can't fault the intent.
You won't want to watch that one back.
They again bring it forward. First to it, Lees will look to be first to it as well. Ball with intent with his head and out for a throw in. And these throw-in, the devices that Salford use to push forward. You can see the midfield comes with them, just level. And always sweeping up is number 6 and 8. What a midfield duo they are. So deft there. Just unlucky that he came back off him for the Chester throw. You can see why they're at uni seconds level, because you can see how good they are. Just their off the ball intelligence is enough for me to get them into a high level.
100%. I think both teams possess the skill on the ball and off the ball. The referee somewhat controversially calls that for a Chester free kick.
Not sure. I'm not too sure what's happened there, Alex, to be fair.
Yeah, both teams definitely assured now at this stage of the game. You know, we're past those early nervy stages. Chester looking solid in defence. Same as Salford, both sides conceding early on.
It was nicked there by Salford. They didn't manage to capitalise on a chance to move forward with possession with a high line. Chester did get away with it, I think. They'll look at twos in open space and it's lofted over. He's going to come down the line. Excellent touch. Brilliantly taken by 9. He's going to try and play out wide. 10's free. He's screaming for out wide. He's going to look to put one in the box. He's got runners. He's also got pressure. He's managed to evade it. And could that go out for a corner? Well kept in. Back up the other end. And Salford have a throw-in.
You know, when you're thinking of the rivalry of these two sides and the two universities have, it's really emphasised by, I mean, just look at the crowd we've got here at Beale Park. I mean, it's a Wednesday night, you know, people could be out drinking, do whatever these students do, but
they want to come and see the derby. That's just the way it is. Who doesn't want to come see the varsity derby? And Salford have a free kick in quite a dangerous position if they can utilise it. Bounce on a knife edge. Who do you think is going to take this first half, Alex?
oh, I'm not sure if any team were to get a goal coming into this second half of the first half. Certainly look to be more assured going into half time. I mean, you know what they say, a goal before half time is the most dangerous time you can score a goal.
It just plants a seed of doubt into the minds of the opposition if you can do that, and certainly be looking to cause some problems from this free kick. They've got the defenders in the box looking to win a header. That's how you know it's going to be dangerous.
Substitution made by Chester. Not sure if that's an injury or more of a tactical change. It's number 3 who's come on straight into defending a free kick. I mean, that is usually
quite the mismatch of height, you could say there,
yeah,
from the front, but looks as though 5's won it. It's looping. What a save. And Leeds has the rebound. It's snuck in. And Salford have the lead again. Salford 2, Chester 1.
I mean, what a fantastic cross that is. It was high, it was wide, and it was looping. And the header at the back post, I mean, you've got to give credit to the Chester keeper. What a save it was onto his own post. But it was a poacher's instinct. Leeds to put it in at the back post. And Salford have the lead yet again. 2-1.
Have to feel for the keeper. He'll really be ruined that Leeds was there at the back post. He'll want to be asking questions to whoever's defending at the back there. Didn't have their eye on Leeds, but he snuck in and made it 2-1.
We were just talking about how important the next goal was going to be. Surely now Salford, confidence is sky high. Can they push forward for another one?
It's a game of momentum, it really is, and Salford will be looking to use that to go forward again.
Chester pushed back to their own keeper yet again. Are they going to be forced to send it long? No. Looking to play out the back. Oh, and Salford win it back in a high area. Confidence is sky high in this Salford front line now.
They will pick it up in the middle of the park. Three's run was taking 7 away. Looks for other options.
You can see just the life that has been injected into this Salford side after that goal. Look at the intensity in which they're trying to win this ball back high up the pitch. And they're moving it forward with purpose down this left-hand side as the referee calls a handball in favour of Chester, unfortunately for Salford.
You just can't deny the serotonin boost the goal gives you at this kind of stage of the half. If you can get a few goals up in the first half, you've got a massive chance of keeping that.
Good line, well done. Bend shoulders, shoulders.
What a ball. That's just looped over the back line. just in favour of the foot of the winger. Lost out there, but brilliant ball over the top. If they're going to keep threatening with passes like that, then Chester can say goodbye.
Sean, I'm right in saying both of us are defenders in our somewhat limited playing careers. Those balls over the back line, I mean, painful to defend, aren't they?
They're the ones that give you nightmares when you sleep. You just see it going over your head. No matter how far back you trot, you can't stop it, and that's the danger of being a defender if you're playing a high line.
Speaking of, fantastic ball over the top of this left-hand side for Chester, and the first time cross goes a miss, picked up by the Salford goalkeeper.
Really wasteful from the front, man. He had options in the box. He could have held it up, but no, he's kind of snatched at it and passed it straight into the grateful grasp of the keeper. I wouldn't be happy with him if I was a teammate there. Touch looked to go around the defender, but he's won it with his head. The referee has called for the push in the back, I think, and that's a free kick for Salford's possession.
Force him to do it. Give him that option. Sky, give him that option. See if you give him the option, he'll do it. If you're marking him, he's not.
You just sense that there's an insidious sort of feeling settle into Salford that the game's not over, the half's not over, might I say. Chester may have a grasp on it, but if Lees can pull out touches like that, he's won it back though. Took it. If he slots this away, looked to be a corner. Excellently played.
I mean, the desire there to win that ball high up the pitch from Lees. You know, he's already got a goal. He's hungry for more.
Close control. It's akin to Mesut Ozil. It really is. He can take it inside excellently. The finish was excellent too. Just brilliant block. You got to get in the way of them. And he's put his body on the line for the team.
Another chance for Salford here to put one into the box. Keeper will hoping it's not sequel to the last one.
Flicked on. It went all the way through to Six, who would look to put it back in if it wasn't goal offside.
What?
Why?
Well, so far Chester's biggest threat has been the set piece play, corners and free kicks, sort of going onto the heads. You'd think that Salford would have a chance of dealing with that with the height they've got at the back.
Yeah, I think it's testament to the ability that Chester players have, I think, crossing the ball. Both teams looking to get crosses in, I think, early on. Both teams have scored from almost directly similar scenarios, you know, a looping cross into the box and a poacher's finish. So both teams' defences will look to address that, I think, especially going into half-time soon. They'll look to wonder why these looping crosses are troubling them so much.
Seven takes it on. And by 3 with force.
And well away.
Sergio's got to come back from an offside position to chase that back into the hands of the keeper. It's quite a recyclable game for Chester. It seems to go back. A bit of passing around, a wasteful long ball. It doesn't really seem to be going anywhere. Might that be the curse of the commentator though, who knows?
I think, again, testament to how well Salford are set up, especially in midfield. Giving Chester no options to play through.
They've got to get creative. They've got to look to use the number 10 on that wing. He's the most creative player on the pitch for me, and he's not being utilised at all. There's always that option from Skipper. Absolutely love the positions he takes up. His awareness, his vision, everything about his play. Really drives the team. Limited options for Chester. You can see the frustration on his face. Lack of ambition for 7. He lost out to 3 there. He might lose out again with the header. He has with the Salford throw.
Great battle in there from the Salford left back. I mean, he's looked intense all game.
Could that break for number 9?
Great goalkeeping.
Expertly by 4 and 6. Couldn't control it. Opportunity to push Salford back into their own box. And it looks like it's been taken here. 2 will come all the way up for the throw.
I mean, you'd think Chester would be desperate for an equaliser at this stage in the half. Just to settle the game a little bit. You know, they've been put under some pressure these past 10 minutes. Salford coming forward. Chester with the long throw into the box, cleared only as far as the corner flag. Chester looking to send one of these famed looping crosses into the box.
Slide delivery here could catch Salford off guard again, and that's exactly what they'll be worrying.
Ben, you can go a bit higher. Or Owen can go higher.
Chester can cross it here, it's an outswinger. Oh, and it's fired against the post. I mean, yet again, a troubling effort from a corner.
Cannon off the woodwork, and like I say, you can play pinball at any point of the game. If he gets into that box, it's always dangerous. Showed there, the crash from the post.
Well done, Fresh.
Chester coming down this right-hand side. 7 puts the ball into the back post, but well defended to put off the number 9 as he looks to wriggle away.
He's got options there behind him. He doesn't seem to want to use them.
Oh, he's done it all by himself, but it's well defended from Salford, but they can't clear their lines. And Chester looks to come again. Fantastic bit of skill as he comes to the edge of the box, and a shot deflected and cleared for Salford, but some danger for Chester there.
What, great feet for a big man there. He's weaved in and out of the defence, laid it off on the wing. Just the shot couldn't test the keeper. Just looking to turn over the possession. They want to make something out of this. They made a corner before and it was dangerous. It's those set pieces they want to. I'll say it. I've said it already. I'll say it again. It's those set pieces. So those set pieces they want to utilise in order to get some goals, get some hope back into this game. Didn't manage to score in the reverse fixture. They've done it today, and that'll be a push on for them. Another dangerous free kick. So we'll be looking to increase their discipline here.
I mean, it's almost echoing the free kick of earlier on, the same position in which Salford conceded from. Now they'll hope there isn't a repeat of the same mistakes.
Well, you'd think you'd learn your lesson with number 10 around. He really can whip that ball. The height with number 8, number 5, number 4 at the back post. They'll be lurking, and I'm not really sure why Salford keep putting in those challenges.
Yes, but I don't know. I think we'll be shut by now.
Another dangerous ball in, but well headed away from Salford this time.
Well, testing, but brilliantly dealt by the defence.
If you want food in that, there's like a mini restaurant. Yes,
Bit of infighting you can sense from Chester. Will that push them on, or will it hinder them?
Oh, lovely feet from the cap again. You can see why he's the leader of the team.
You can. His leadership qualities are absolutely unmatched on this pitch.
Any one of them?
Another tasty challenge not given by the referee.
Oh, the ferocity on show here, you can tell it's a varsity match. You don't even need to know who the teams are in order to figure that one out, do you?
Yes, bring it then. You bring it, mate. Well done. Don't have to do it. Don't have to do it. Well done. Well done.
Chester struggling to find passes into this midfield.
Just seems to be shuffling around, looking for a bit of an opening, but doesn't seem to be. And I think that's all testament to 8 and 6's measurement of the midfield.
100%. I mean, that double pivot has been marshalling all game, and this avenue down this left-hand side seemed to be Chester's only sort of attacking threat.
What attacking threat it is though, Alex, and they've got another corner out of it. Keeper's voicing his opinions that Salford defensively don't really seem to have it organised. The love train coming in on the edge of the box. He prepares to put in a delivery. It was low, and it was a strange one. He's got possession of it again. He'll look to do better, and that is excellent. Just on the tips of the keeper's fingers. He's parried it out for a corner, but he really was tested there.
I mean, I was just about to introduce you to my #1 gripe. I mean, it's a common trope in my Salford Sports TV commenting, and it is not beating the first man from corners. I mean, I had it last week in a game I covered last week. I mean, not beating the first man, unforgivable, I think. Not sure about you, Sean.
Well, you must think there's a common theme going on, but he has whipped that one right round the keeper, and if he wasn't so on guard, if he wasn't concentrating, that's nestling in the back of the net. Well claimed. Wants to set off a counter-attack, but he slows it down. 8's free there running. He's got acres of space in front of him. Support as well from the fullback. His touch didn't really look up. Safe though in the hands of Salford. Congested middle area of the pitch. They're going to work their way out of it, and they have done. Ref will call that for a trick.
And the free kick in this what seems to be recurring dangerous area, especially in this game.
Boys, set it up!
I do keep talking about that discipline, but you've also got to take into account, you know, the value of this match. You know, winning this varsity match, you're not going to want to give up the ball easily. You want that ball, so I think it's something that you can commend. You just got to be more careful.
Yeah, look, the referee's taking no prisoners. That's a ball whipped in, doesn't beat the first man.
Didn't really test.
Didn't have many legs on it.
He's on his own, he's let it bounce.
That's safely played back to the keeper as Chester looked to press high. Salford taking no chances, playing it out wide to the right back. As they recycle possession, I was just about to say well, but it's poor control from the Chester number 7, I believe. I mean, you ought to think he had a chance there. Well, that's a testing ball. Some close control for the Chester goalkeeper.
2 hospital balls played in a row, one at either end of the pitch. The concentration has got to go up, because one minute you're playing it safely around the box, next minute your opponent's in to score, and the keeper's had to bring that down on his chest, which was absolutely magnificent.
I mean, you'd think 2 air ambulances have been called the way those passes were played.
Just a sense of being a bit more calm and careful on the ball. Salford do have the lead, but they don't want to let that fester in their heads too much, because they might be a bit more sloppy like they were before.
Yeah, I think Salford coming into the end of this first half. I'll just look to control now, see if they can grab another one. They're certainly not letting up as this ball goes down the right-hand side. 7's been the danger man all day, but the cross, again, just didn't have enough legs.
Virgil's driving is absolutely unbelievable. You must strike fear into any defender when he's running straight at you, and he's got options at either side of the wing. It's really dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, I know they spoke to us before the game about how, you know, they've found trouble in finding wingers, Salford, but certainly hasn't looked that way on the pitch.
No, they've been the most valuable asset for me, the wide play. It's quite dried up down the near side of the pitch here, but they'll be looking to get Lees back on the ball, looking to get him weaving in and out of defenders like he was before. Oh, what a touch. He's taking it in, he could whip it in, but there's no one in the box, so he's played some interplay. 9's on the edge, 10's waiting for it. It just didn't sit up for him nicely.
Fantastic challenge from the Salford defence. Exactly what you look to see.
Still driving forward, look at him, he's well eager. Such pace, blistering. He's causing a real problem for the defence.
And he wins the foul as well. Fantastic play from the Salford number 18. First to win the challenge and then driving up the pitch like a steam train here at Peel Park. Didn't know there was a train station here.
He's off to Salford Crescent. He'll be loving to see that on highlight reel. It will be. Skipper, he puts this in. The shouts of corner, I'm not really sure what that's about. It is a free kick. We are informed of that. Seems to be.
Opportunity for the big men at the back post for Salford.
You just can't help but hope it falls for Rizzo on the box so he can strike one first time. You just really hope that I've got visions in my head, epiphany. But imagine if that happens now.
You got a goal notification?
Got him on my phone, mate. Don't worry about that. Head of time.
That's a looping ball in to the back post. Well won, and it's a fantastic goal for Salford. I mean, what seems to be the recurring theme in this game, whipping balls into the box, getting a head on it, and Salford have a 3-1 lead.
No one seems to be able to deal with those crosses straight into the box. It was dropping onto the head of number 6. He headed it back over, and who was there? Fergal. Again, he scored so much this season, and he adds to his tally, and that puts Salford 3-1 up. He'll be absolutely delighted with that at the back post. It's proper poacher's finish, isn't it?
Another goal with a whip cross. Unbelievable.
Well, it's a recurring paradigm in this game, isn't it, really? And you'd hope that the players would look at themselves and sort of look at where they can improve at half-time.
Oh yeah, it's good. Mine's going to be a bit cold, but... Hey, you guys just got a 10-0 against us with the women's game, so...
We're nothing like the women.
Is that what the score was?
Yeah, 10-0 to you guys.
Play
10-0
kick
to you
off
guys
there.
as a score for the
Referee
women's
unhappy
game.
with the restart of play. We've got some torches on the far side there. Bit of lighters in the air. These Salford fans are delighted that they are 3-1 up.
And they're really rubbing it in the faces of Chester. They're not having it.
As they should in a rivalry game, Sean, as they should.
Healthy competition. Oh, excellently controlled by 7. He's still got it as well. Close control that he created there, the other side. It just shows testament to the level they play at here. Leaving acres of space over there. Oh, he didn't seem to notice the pressure rate. And if that ball was better, it could have caused problems for Salford's defence. So we'll walk it forward. Spread back out to the centre halves. Just worked brilliantly from Salford. He's found a way through, just evaded the striker's feet. I love the way Fergal comes back to win possession.
Yeah, but I think it's really helping, especially, you know, we're looking at the way Chester are playing, and it seemed like they're devoid of options, but Salford, on the other hand, with a striker dropping deep and the wingers coming inside, I mean, got options galore.
Just noticing about the Chester press, it just seems quite encumbered. They don't really seem to be going at it, you know, with as much ambition as you'd hope. They seem to be quite, you know, pulled back, and that's something they need to talk about at half-time if they're going to get anything out of this game.
Free kick awarded to Salford. Late challenge deemed by the referee.
Well, already we have more goals in the reverse fixture, and what a game this could turn out to be, especially if there's a late charge from Chester. I'm just licking my lips at the prospect of a tantalising second half.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a fantastic first half. Full of intensity, full of vigour. We'll just hope Salford can impose themselves even more onto this game.
He almost hit my burger.
Watch his throws. Watch his feet. Nah, he's got that.
Looking to win throw-ins and push them up the pitch. Salford trying to get a grasp in the final third and keep it there. And Leeds was intercepted. 3 was a match to it.
Chester managed to break away from the intense Salford press. Looking to find an avenue again down this left-hand side. The only avenue they've seemed to have during this game, but fouling a Salford player in the process, and they take it quickly. Salford. Ball sent high and wide to challenge. It's Lees down this left-hand side.
Salford looking to find a way through as the rain starts to fall, but he's giving it away, and 9 looks just offside.
It's a beautiful offside trap played by the Salford defence. I mean, you can see the number 4 stepping up.
Huge credit to number 4, he timed that to absolute perfection, and if not, that could have been a goal for 9.
It's risky defending, isn't it? I mean, we're defenders ourselves. Would you take such a risk?
No, I certainly wouldn't, but you've got to play by the wrist. You don't always have to play by the book, because that could have been a goal for Chester.
I hate Finn Gaynor.
Guest commentator with a few thoughts there about the game.
I mean, poor Finn Gaynor, not even in the game, not even reffing the game.
Shout out Harry Chisnell. I hate Finn Gaynor.
Yeah, no, we do have to shout out Harry Chisnell because that was for some fantastic work from him there at the back.
But Finn Gaynor.
Poor Finn Gaynor, he will not be happy.
He'll have a few words as well, I'd say.
Some choice words on the sidelines.
We can hear anything you guys are saying anyway.
Okay, well, that's for the crowd, isn't it? Not the commentators. Yeah, wait.
Don't be near Lewis Speed territory because I'll kill you. I'll make you edit all the games.
Me?
Yeah.
I don't see myself doing that.
And the referee's called it. He's looked to get a grasp on the game. Salford 3-1 up going into the break.
Yeah, it's a fantastic. And we are back underway here at Peel Park. Salford 3-1 up heading into this second half as Chester look to get underway.
Cracking performance from the Salford Sirens to kick off that second half.
Yeah, a big thank you to our Salford Sirens.
And an
Brilliant
explosive.
performance at half time. I mean, me and Sean, stiff as a board, we'd have absolutely no chance out there.
Absolutely no dexterity in my body whatsoever. But I'm glad we got the Sirens to do it for us.
I mean, look, I never failed to mention it on comms, but recovering from a mighty ACL injury. I mean, just watching that performance made me creak.
When will he stop talking about it, lads? When will he stop? Explosive start to the half already as we saw Salford come forward. The throw-in is one. The pressure seems to be coming thick and fast from Chester this half. You sense a bit of urgency from the half-time team sort there.
Yeah, they clearly had words at half time. I mean, wasn't the greatest of performances in that first half. Salford just pulling away towards the end.
Great use of physicality there from 8. That might give Salford a bit of an early scare. Bit of a scrappy interchange there, but 6 comes away with it. Salford going to look to break the line. Good footwork from the defence.
Brilliant again from Chisel in that back line.
Brilliant, and Fergal's come deep again to play it wide. What a ball to find Lees on the wing. He's had to go back for it, but he's won it anyway. 3's overlap, just a bit too overweight on the pass.
It's nice to see that what made Salford's first half so successful is carrying on. You know, the striker dropping deep, some fantastic defensive work. Again, Salford looking hopefully to remain on top.
Well, Chester's press hasn't let it change the way that they're moving forward, Salford. I think that's the important thing. If they carry on playing the game the way they have been, they shouldn't have a problem.
Well won. From Chisel again out the back.
Tucked neatly on the head by the fullback, who paves his way forward. The pass just lacked the efficiency. He got away with it. Oh, snuck in by Lees. He's in to score. Salford to make it 4. Brilliant save by the keeper. Parried out. 7's got it. He's going to strike.
Some makeshift goalkeeping from this Chester back line, but Salford's high pressure again. The intensity of that forward line causing Chester a mighty full of problems.
2 chances to possibly put the game to bed. They've both gone astray. And will they rue squandering those challenges? Forward with urgency from 3. How many times have we seen him do this in this game? He's gone through the middle to Fergal, who's dropped deep again. Can Lees break through? His strike reaches 7.
Testing ball into the box. I mean, it had the keeper troubled.
And just a touch to help that back into the far corner would have been useful. Only.
What, at least we're not shortchanged in this second half of intensity yet again.
Of course not.
Neither team letting up.
Well, we're past bonfire night, but those were fireworks there.
Isaac, go across.
10's giving chase on Chisnell. Got caught up under the ball there, but he's dealt with it. The rain is starting to come down as Chester will look to rain pressure on Salford. It's another corner, and this is these are the danger sources for Chester. They'll be looking out for them again.
Yeah, look, both sides having problems, I think, seems defending corners and crosses in this game. And we'll see how Salford could deal with this one here. Looks to be an outswinger.
Again
right
with,
footer.
again with that love drain on the edge of the box, just looking to come in and meet it. And you never know what's going to unfold in the middle. As 5 meets it just over.
Again, another chance, though, from a corner in this game. It seems like neither team has addressed this at the half-time interval.
I wonder will the discipline be kept to more a minimum, because there was a lot of fouls, there was a lot of cheap tackles going in there, and that was the major problem for Salford. Hope they've
I mean, you can tell
dealt
these two teams aren't fond of each other. It's a varsity game. And Salford just running out of road. Chester winning the throw.
Oh, nicked by 6. Look to work it round, and Rizzo's in. He was assured with what he wanted to do. There was a defender in the way to match. He's got support behind him. He could still make something of this. Whipped in from 7. Lee's had to go back, but it's dropped for him. The ref Salford wanted the handball. The ref wanted no part of it.
I mean, it looked clear to me that was a handball as the referee gives a free kick to Chester. I'm not sure what he was seeing. Maybe it's the lighting here at Peel Park. We have to get on to him about that, because to me that looked like a clear handball. His hand was outwards and it stopped a clear pass into the Salford attack.
The attack team seemed sure. The ref seemed surer.
Maybe I need to update my prescription. Who am I to argue with the official?
Absolutely no one. It's unheard of to do that with you, Alex. There was an early call for offside, and that did put 10 off, but I'm not sure it was underweight enough to reach him.
Another seemingly wasted attempt at an over-the-top through ball for Chester. They're struggling to just find their way through the midfield. I mean, it's just testament again to how compact Salford are and how good their shape has been as they look to work it down this left-hand side. Potential dangerous ball, put it into the box, but it's well defended from Chester. Out for a Salford corner.
Could you just see the urgency as everyone rained forward on the attack? So many options to choose from as they went forward. And now here's a chance to possibly put it to bed if they can score here. Oh, it's a brilliant ball. It's dropped down. There was an opportunity for him to put it away. It just didn't fall for him kindly enough. He's going to look to use his physicality to keep it. Or could win another corner, and that's what he looked to do. Could Chester break now? Excellently played. Just want to keep that more on the deck. And Break deals with it excellently. It's broke for 7, who's onside. It came off the Chester defender, and there was someone supporting, and he's dragged him off the ball. It seemed like a clear foul, and it's getting feisty. This is where you see the varsity edge to it comes in, and that was not a nice one. He just seemed to follow him off the ball as he fell. Pushing and shoving, that's what comes out when you see these games. But
And there's an angry number 16 on the side of Chester as the referee brandishes his yellow card. I mean, he's taking no prisoners in this game.
that is his first visit to the book. He'll take both the names down and the numbers. He's not having any of this.
It's all love and thunder at the end of the day.
Dealt with it well, good refereeing, but just sense that there was a chance there for Salford if he could have given that foul. There is a delay to continuation as the ref looks to deal with the issue. Players have clapped hands. Civilization is restored.
It's all peace until the next one.
It is. Bit of physicality, it'll all embroil again. Lofted forward. Winger gives chase, but straight into the hands of the keeper. Picked up by Wrigley. Sort of a rushed kick forward up to Rizzo. He's going to chase that. Put the keeper under pressure. It's not going to amount to much though. Salford refer to the rule book once again.
Fantastic 50-50 challenge.
There's still some sort of tussle on the far side there to keep the ball in play.
Lovely bit of
And
skill
that
from Lee.
is absolutely outrageous. And you can see the way he's been...
Lauded by the Salford faithful on that far side. I mean, a fantastic bit of skill from Lee's there.
Oh, you can see the way that gave him a spring in his step there as he chased the ball. And he's got it again. He'll have the confidence of... Oh, it's not taken very well. It's not even gone out for a goal kick. And that one's put an abrupt end to an excellent move.
Look, we've been singing the praises of this Salford team all game, so I think some criticism is allowed to come. I mean, that shot, certainly not the best, and you won't want to see that one back.
The chest was not sure, and Wrigley's moving in and out. Oh, the interplay is unreal. He just evaded him on the last touch. The way he wreathes in and out of the defenders is something to watch. Ten's been caught on the ball. Meets cheers from the opposite fans. And derbies like this really are a spectacle to behold.
Yeah, I mean, especially a university crowd, they're all lively, aren't they, on that far side? I mean, you can already tell these people do actually care about the game they're playing.
And it translates onto the pitch. You can see it in the players, the way they play, their attitudes, their faces, they really urge for that ball.
100%, I mean, it's been so intense, this game, on both sides. A massive desire to win. Playing some lovely football along the way as Six looks to bring it beautifully into the midfield, but a heavy touch. Intercepted by Chester. But Salford do well to recycle. As Fergal looks to play it out left. Fantastic ball out to Lees. Can he show some of that flair yet again to fashion a chance here for Salford?
Slick movement, moving back. Six. He's moved off the ball as soon as he's played one. He's left Lees in open space. Great touch inside. Keeper had to get down at the near post. It wasn't tough, but he had to get there. Again, there's just a congestion over there that Salford seems to be occupying. Chester don't really know how to deal with those sorts of situations. Just a case of inside and out for Salford as they move it out into the wings and back into an open midfield. And that is a brilliant ball to break through the line. Rizzo's in to score. Ronaldo chops his defender. He's come back inside and slotted it away. And is that the game put to bed? Salford 4, Chester 1.
Oh, what a fantastic goal for Salford. I mean, the crowd here so fully behind this team. It's a fantastic ball played by the centre half. I mean, that is exactly what you want to see. Breaking the lines with that pass as Rizzo looks to go in behind. It's a fantastic bit of skill to beat the Chester defence. And again, Salford with some lovely creativity. 4-1 here at Peel Park.
Well, the show of confidence to go inside and back out again. Just put it past the keeper. So nonchalant, so deft. And we want to see more of that for the rest of the season. Is that the game put to bed, Alex?
Oh, I mean, not to say there's a mountain to be climbed, as Ole Gunnar Solskjaer famously once said, but this Chester side will have to do a lot now to get back into this game. 4-1 down, heads are likely to drop. I'm not too sure about the character, but we've already seen some displays of unsportsmanlike conduct, shall we say. So you think Salford will look just to add to the misery now of Chester.
Well, being from Chester, you'd want a Michael Owen-esque performance to come back into this game. I think that's what 10 might provide with that touch, which will send 14 away. Looking to beat 18 if you can get to it, but it's a corner for Chester. But like I was saying, a Michael Owen-esque performance is what they'll be looking for. I think the man to provide that will be that captain, that number 10. He's got the flair, he's got the skill, he's got the intelligence. What hasn't he got?
I mean, a winning team at the moment, Sean.
Well, you've got that as well. You got that point, Alex. He will look to deliver this swiftly. If Chester can fashion a goal here, could spell danger for Salford. It could spell comeback. But Salford are away. Lees is open and he was screaming for it in acres of space. And Fergal just couldn't sort his feet out in time.
Too quick for his own feet. I mean, it's another chance for Salford. Chester will be raking in their mistakes there at the back.
Will that haunt him for the rest of the game if something is to happen? It was such a good chance. But the game goes on. He'll have to play on his own confidence and that one won't help.
Yeah, again, marshalling the play. John Lee, the captain in midfield for Salford. Definitely a personal favourite of ours, Sean.
100%. It's so slick. They don't even really need to move much. They know exactly where each other are going to be. The chemistry in this team, it doesn't even need to be said, but I'm going to pick up on it anyway. They know exactly where each other are each time. Don't even need to look up to know where the teammates are going to be available. And it was a clear handball from 8. This is a free kick on the edge of the box.
Yeah, look, I know we've got a variety of sports here at the University of Salford, but this is not a basketball game. And the referee is well averse to that, and it's a free kick to Chester on the edge of this box.
Now this is a dangerous position because this is the first time they've really had an opportunity to strike a goal. And we'll be able to see what 10's like with his repertoire with shooting off the spot. Well, the free kick spot. Unless, I think he's given a penalty here, Alex.
I mean, we're not too sure. The foggy conditions here at Peel
He's walking up to the spot. And I think the ref has seen that inside the box. And I think he's seen something we haven't.
I don't know, to us here over on the sidelines, it looked to be just on the edge of that D. But the number 10 will have a chance to give Chester foothold in this game.
Eyes on the ref as we wait for him to allay the suspense. Skipper from the spot. Assured finish. It's missed. I thought it went through the goal. It's the second time in 2 weeks someone has missed a penalty against Salford. I was convinced it was going to go in, and he's met with jeers from the Salford fans.
Oh, I mean, both of us on the sidelines thought that was destined to nestle in that bottom corner. I mean, he looked to be so assured stepping up to it. He just completely missed the target.
I've got to say, Alex, I thought he'd buried it.
I mean, you've got to think confidence. Want it to be at the highest, being 4-1 down. I mean, that's just another misery compiler for Chester.
It is. And with that playing on his mind, you just can't see a way back for them now for the away side.
No, look, I know there's a long way to go in this game, but if Salford control the game, in which they can do, we know they can do with that passage of play earlier on, I just think it's all Salford's way.
I mean, for Chester going forward, it won't be a good look, especially for a player of his calibre missing a penalty. Might not have the confidence levels they need, but they've broken through here. If they can pull the trigger, and brilliantly defended. That is the exact measurement you want your defender at. That is brilliant defending. Got to say, 3 is an early contender for man of the match for me.
Oh, 100%. I mean, there's so many players for Salford who have stood out for me, but that number 3, so quick, so good with his feet down that left-hand side. And, you can see why most of the Salford attacks have come down that side through him and Lees.
Oh, he's such a utile player, really is. And you'd love to have him in your squad as a teammate. I certainly would. The ball drops out for the defender. Ball just didn't squeeze through for 14. You've got to be more assured with those passes. You can't just lump them long, especially when you're looking to create something from such a position.
Yeah, I mean, being 4-1 down, you've got to think Chester might get desperate. They might send more men forward. And this game might open up even more than it already has done.
Well, yeah, I'm sure Chester won't be wanting a testament to the women's team who came here and, you know.
Yeah, look, we do have to mention, you know, all positives to Chester. You know, they're with his team with a resounding, it was 10-0 victory earlier on today. But the men looking to reconcile for that as a shot from distance.
Just hit onto that side netting.
Finds the hands of the keeper, I think, as the referee gives a corner.
Did it flick off the keeper? It's a corner. So this is another dangerous situation. And you just sense that if they can grab one here, there's a chance. Is it pathetic fallacy for Chester? The dark, gloomy night, does it represent the score? Sent in. Oh, it's repeated. Oh, he just could have stabbed it into the back post.
Fantastic defending from the Salford 3 again. I mean, we've just been singing his praises. Clearing that ball off the line. Unbelievable.
He's just always there in the right position, knows exactly where to be. His awareness is unreal.
It's a substitution for Chester as the captain makes way. I mean, interesting substitution, especially for us, as we've singled him out as being a danger player.
There must be a counter confidence, but he's been jaded off the pitch. He meets it with, you know, with a clap, and you've got to give him respect for that. But we introduce an 11 to the pitch who plays in a central position here, and he's putting instant pressure on.
Yeah, a little sarcastic applause from the number 10 as he's jeered by the home support.
He's took it well. He's took it well. Early calls for offside, which may mess with the referee's perception of the game. Brilliant save by Rizzo. No, that one might be offside, but he's come back inside. Oh, 3 stuck him down. He's got away with it. Fergal with the long ball. Wrigley's through. If you can just nick it off 4. You dealt with it professionally. 50-51 again by 3. And I don't need to even say it anymore.
I mean, it's been the story of this game. All of the Salford players battling well, but we've got to give credit to him especially, haven't we?
Yes, keep going, Zach. Keep going. Tuck in a bit.
And that ball, that's another £10 on the bill. I mean, that ball
It's a
might
comical
just
one.
well end up in the River Irwell.
And it doesn't add.
It sails away, just like perhaps Chester's chances in this game.
Yeah, it really adds to the list, the list of demeanours. On the pitch, off the pitch for Chester as the ball sails straight off it. Well, there was doubts for a second whether there would even be a spare ball there.
They fished the ball out of the River Irwell somehow.
You can still see the seaweed on it, the cobwebs, the fish.
£10 fine to whoever kicked that away.
Oh, and he's took him out by the foot.
On the Salford skipper.
And the spare man's feet hit his head, and that looked a painful one for the skipper.
Scathing challenge from Chester. Maybe tempers flying a little bit.
Well,
To be disappointed, being 4-1 down.
you expect
Stage
it.
of the game. There's another Chester substitution.
Sense a bit of reshuffling here. They've got to do something about this scoreline. Whether that's narrow it down, get a few back, stop conceding. They've got to reshuffle, and that's what they're doing here. Straight onto the head of the Chester defence. Looking to turn it over, but 3 charges forward with pace. Gains momentum and wins. Wins a throw-in. Wins a free kick for, I don't know what I was thinking there. Wins a free kick for Salford, far up the pitch.
I know it's foggy, but...
No excuse for that one. 3's just sending me a certain type of way with his playing. Just distracting me. The momentum he can gain when he's moving forward is unreal.
A dangerous set piece for Salford. I mean, a 5th goal. Surely put an end to a 5-star performance for Salford. As a shot from distance. challenging the keeper a little bit.
It was low and he spilled it, but he dealt with it certainly well. And the touch to spin around is nice. Deceives 8. What a challenge coming in from 6. Just recovering there. And you've got to be there, and he certainly was.
Yeah, I mean, look, I know it's been a high-scoring game. A lot of credit has gone to the Salford attack. You know, they have scored 4 goals, but I think we've got to give some credit to the 4 and the 6 at the back. Because, wow, unbelievable defending from those 2, and the assist as well earlier on.
Just to come across and take it off his hands. Calls for a free kick.
Commentators to curse, because that seems to be a late challenge, and Chester can have a free kick now on the edge of the area. A dangerous area for them.
You spoke a bit too soon there, Alex. They'll look to find that far corner, I'd assume. This is now the first time they'll have a free kick, a chance to score from a free kick. The last one was a penalty. Didn't really know it was inside the box, but this time he's got to face a wall and the keeper in front of him.
We are sure this one is definitely a free kick, aren't we?
Keep inside of the woodwork, and he's... "15. We'll look to bend it on the referee's whistle. Oh, brilliantly down. It's headed back into the goal. This could be a chance for Chester to get a couple back. Put pressure on Salford. He's scored the rebound with a header and excellently poised to be there.
I mean, I'm not too sure whether the referee is seeing this correctly, because every single Salford player protesting that was miles offside, and I'm not too sure whether the player went early, but the referee has given the goal, and it's 4-2 to Salford. Perhaps a little confidence boost for Chester in this game.
The Chester man was there, and you can only think that's going to only exert a bit more pressure on Salford. They're just going to be that bit more cautious. Or will it push them forward to get another goal, as we're seeing here? Push from Leeds there. And this is what you want to see in a match.
Yeah, I mean, look, no trouble in a varsity game, in a couple of feisty challenges, as we've seen tonight.
Keeper's being vocal, and this is Chester's opportunity to try and break through. If they don't do it now, they won't have a chance. 4-2 is not that big of a mountain as 4-1, but they can't be sloppy like they are. Dangerous play, playing with fire, the keeper.
Done well to play out from the back there, to send it out for a Salford throw.
You got to give credit for the bravery. A substitution will stop play. New introductions to the pitch. Bit of a shuffle to the team, just to shore things up there with the goal coming in. Can't help but think that's a massively tactical change.
Just want to mention, how perfect is this? Under the lights at Peel Park. I know we've had a few balls going to the River Railway, but now the lads are using a Champions League ball. How perfect is this?
You don't get any higher level than this. The Champions League ball at Peel Park under the floodlights. Cramp on the other side of the pitch. As we see a delay to continuation.
Yeah, these Lees has gone down.
He's done a lot of running today. He's like a bulldog on that wing. The referee's going to carry on the play now as he comes over. Flicked away by 6. Chased again by Lees, who's up and ready now. Brought it down. And it was moving on the edge of the box. Didn't look too promising for the striker, but brilliantly intercepted by 18. He's left his man though. He's got to get back.
dogged effort from the number 18 yet again to win the ball high for Salford.
You've got to be there, and he certainly was. And so 6 for the support. That 1-2 play again coming in as it has so many times today.
So comfortable on the ball, even under this high intensity pressure that Chester are putting them under. Salford playing it beautifully.
These triangles, they just open themselves up. They don't really need to be created. They create themselves. And 15's just been introduced to play, moving the ball about nicely.
I mean, this possession is something Pythagoras would be proud of.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic move from Salford. All they need now is that final pass, but Chester defending well.
The build-up play is quite astonishing. It's just that final pass making something out of it that they're struggling with, and you can't help but think they need to put just a little bit more emphasis on those more important movements. Now it's 4-2. Now that Chester are going to be pressing.
Cheers from the crowd, and the referee gets a bit involved in the play twice over.
Well, it's safe to say there's personality in this Salford crowd. Certainly is, and the rest feeling it.
There's 2 locals ourselves. We know just how entertaining a northern crowd can be. Maybe not yourself as a man.
It's great fun. Well, I know all about crowds having won the last 4 Premier League titles, mate. So we're okay, mate. Don't worry about that.
And you got to think, I mean, this home crowd perhaps getting into the head of these Chester players now as they just clear it out.
Yeah, definitely. I think it'll be a massive burden in their minds, because as a team trying to build up momentum, it's just being brought down by the sounds that they're making over there. I know it would mess with my head, and when you've got a massive crowd of people cheering against you, it's bound to be a burden. It does seem to be quite possessive from Salford, which is not really what I expected going into the final stage of the game.
Yeah, again, I think it's been a common denominator of this game. Salford's midfield has been so compact and so tight that I think Chester have struggled definitely to play through, and that's why they've looked long so much in this game. And I think that's why all the goals have come from set pieces, just because of the quality of the 2 teams' midfield.
Yeah, you're bang on. That's why they've not really got any joy out of playing on the deck, and that has really been Salford's bag, playing it through the middle. But Chester haven't really got any joy on the floor. And they've had to, as you say, they've had to go aerial. But you'd think they'd look to utilise that as they come down the wing. Number 11, first real run of the game. That's a great ball length. If someone was there, it could have been brilliantly dangerous.
Yeah, it's a shame if you're the number 11, because I think he is the one who should be in the middle, and that just speaks to the level of service that he's getting. You know, the lack of service that they're providing through that midfield. That he's having to do everything by himself up there.
Well, it was a cunning run by him. If there was someone in there,
and Lees, I think,
could have spelled danger.
Cramp. And he's worked so hard all game.
He really desperately wants to stay on. He doesn't.
That's a booking, I think, for a Chester player. I'm not sure if this is dissent.
But the referee's not taking any nonsense. It's a varsity game. I'm sure he knew that coming into it, and he's not taking any nonsense on Peel Park. He's made it a fortress, Salford have.
Luigi Kalina type referee performance.
Yeah. No messing. I think there will be a substitution amidst that. Choice words there as he comes off the pitch, surrounding the ref as 3 is reintroduced to the action.
I think he's unhappy to be substituted and booked within 10 seconds, especially in front of this Salford crowd, jeering him as he goes off. A week that's been filled with referee controversy. I think this one's shown himself in good stead.
He has, certainly compared to a certain David Coote. And there's options going forward. 15 peels off. Great switch. If Lees can meet it, it could be a real chance. Just too heavy.
But again, I mean, the creativity of this Salford side, I mean, just to even see that ball, I know it didn't come off in the end, but it's a testament to how well they've done in this game and why they are 4-2 up.
You got to have both abilities to be able to peel, to have vision of runs and vision of pass, and he executed both there perfectly. We're looking to get a few minutes here, 15. Make an impact in a short time. A new substitute coming on. 4 and 3 leave the pitch. Replaced by 2 new defensive partnerships.
Both sides making substitutions as the Chester number 10 comes back on from his short interval on the sidelines.
And it looks as though they've completely reshored the defensive line, Salford. Tactical decision made to try and short it back.
Well won in the Chester midfield, but the number 10 with a wasteful chance forward, screaming at his striker to make the run.
Well,
That ball was too heavy for him anyway.
There doesn't look like much change in the structure of the sort of defence work, but there's a big change in the personnel. And do you think, I'm not sure if that's going to be a welcome freshness or if that's going to mess with proceedings, but that's what they've decided to go with and to see out this game.
Yeah, look, Chester have to try something to get a foothold. I mean, there's
7's
not long
overlapping.
to go, but Salford coming down this left-hand side, calls of hold it from the sidelines. I mean, they know how to play their play very intelligently with the ball now.
They don't need too much urgency. They know what to do with it. They've got the hang of the game, holding it on a knife edge. But Chester are certainly the ones chasing, and Salford the ones leading. It's a shot, cannoned over, and he gave the goalkeeper a fright. The crowd certainly seemed to think it was heading somewhere. In the end, only as far as the goal on the side. Eight minutes is the cry as we head into the final stages of the game, and you just can't help but think Chester need these 2 goals in the last 8 minutes. 11 just peeling off. You can see the danger in that run. If he can meet this now, he's just not got any support with him. And that's what Chester need right now. They need people up there making runs, causing danger. 11 seems to be the only one really pushing for that. The Salford have free rein to make a pass.
Yeah, you've got to think these last 8 or so minutes, Salford are just going to look to control this possession now.
Well, there's not a lot of urgency in that Chester press, and you can see this as Salford come forward here. 7, moving towards the net, paving into the box. Just a bit of a shove there, and he lost out. Recuperated nicely. Salford have it again, and they're going to look to make another chance like before, with 7 charging forward. Chased by 6, he's under pressure and he's won it. He got to it, but he just didn't quite come away with the possession.
Got a beautiful bit of creativity. The flick on there from Salford didn't quite come to pass, but again, more creative fluidity in this Salford side, I think, than Chester.
100%. I think Chester don't really know what to do with it when it comes to their feet. And like you say, that's why they've resorted to the long balls. And that's evident when it does reach the striker or the midfielder. It's sort of a first touch punt towards, and it's not going to work, especially if they need 2 goals now in these late stages.
Play, show of sportsmanship here. The Chester man is down on that far right-hand side. Not what we'll want to see in these last 5 or so minutes. Chasing the game at 4-2 down here at Beale Park.
You do hope that it's nothing more than cramp. The ref will keep a watchful eye. I think substitutes are raring to come on if needs be. Well, there's a choice of words from the home support who don't seem to be entirely convinced by the injury. He's back up now. And profound boos from the far side.
And the referee has called, I think, for a sin bin for a Chester player.
No,
it's all getting a bit.
It's the sin bin. The sin bin will end in 3 minutes. Is the call from the ref? It looks as though anyway. Well, with around 5 minutes, 6, 7 minutes to go, who do you think is your man of the match?
Oh, I mean, it's a close one to call. I mean, obviously you've got to pick a Salford player with the win. I think you could pick anyone from this side. I mean, they've looked so creatively fluid all game. Both the centre halves, dominant, especially that 6 with a fantastic assist earlier on in the game. Lee's down that left-hand side, a dogged effort all game, so creatively fluid. The skipper, again, controlling the game in that centre of the park, not allowing Chester to have anything. And the number 3 at left-back, I mean, we've mentioned his name one too many times. Fantastic performance all around for Salford. What about yourself?
Oh, I think you've got to come to some sort of conclusion. Every one of the men on this pitch has put in an effort, but everyone you've mentioned equally has stood out. For me, I think it's between number 6 and number 3. They've both showed excellent qualities on what it means to play university football. They've absolutely put a shift in. 6, as he moves forward, he's showing it again. The control he has over that ball is spellbinding, and he's moved it over the top for 7. Could we just see the curse of the commentator? He just slipped into the hands of the keeper. Wasn't enough proficiency on that finish. But just as I was saying about the way 6 carries the ball forward, he does it again, and that's why I'm going to give him the man of the match.
Yeah, it's a fantastic ball from the number 6. I mean, I know they've conceded 2 goals, and he won't be happy with that, especially from set pieces, Salford. But the defence have been so well throughout this game, feeding it into the midfield and the forward lines. It's a great one from 7, unfortunately with a finish. But again, I mean, that is why that number 8, the captain, the skipper, I think he'd be my personal man of the match. I mean, I think he's the sole reason why this Chester side have had nothing coming through the middle. I mean, he's always open for a pass for Salford. I mean, look at Edge, marshalling the game with 5 minutes to go.
It's been a perfect match to everything Chester have had to offer on the ground and everything in the air. The defence have matched it, so I think number 8 is a brilliant call. Darrell's looking to move this into the midfield. Rizzo's had a great game as well. He's moved out wide. He's got options overlapping. He's whipped in. It's an awkward one to deal with for the defence, but it comes out as 11 looks to hold up. No one's really there chasing that except 14. He's got a great pair of legs on him as he runs, gallops towards that byline. Simbin player back onto the pitch. It's number 8 who was in absence for us there.
Not to sound too scathing, we're not too sure it'll make much difference at this stage of the game. 4-2 down, a matter of minutes to go. The referee, you think he'll be calling for the game anytime soon.
Chester Reds will be pointing at the referee to put the whistle to his mouth, allay the misery. It's not been a great day out coming down into Salford, has it, for the Chester boys? A short header away. 10 will pick it up as they look to try and get a late goal, possibly. Something out of this. Consolation, possibly. And it's a halfway line strike. Maybe caught the keeper off guard, but he was equal to it. Well, we're back to 11 v 11 now. More of an equal matchup. It might just be a bit too late for the away side. So they'll look to create something again.
Yeah, I mean, even in the dead of night, in the heat of the moment, Salford is still applying the pressure to this Chester side. And a fantastic challenge on that far side as the number 7 looks to get the crowd up. What an evening it's been for this Salford second side.
As we see the dying light come to a close, we just think it's all Salford. I think they've been an excellent out for this game. You can talk about Chester's flaws on the floor, but you can't look past the way Salford have played today. Absolutely excellent.
I mean, coming into the game, both sides, looked very well, but I think after that fourth goal, Chester found themselves dead in the water, and the consolation, they did pull one back, but just little by little, all too late for them.
Well, they'll be looking to soldier on for the rest of the few minutes that they have left. It is more playing for pride.
Yeah, I mean, Salford just look to bag this game up now. It's been all part of the master plan. Get ahead, control the game.
They'll be digging out themselves. Slick ball across, zips across the Astro. Three reintroduces himself to proceedings. 7 carries it. He's got purpose to it as well. Just off the back heel of the defender who was retreating. 10's found a passage through the midfield. And he takes it. He's clipped his way through and he could be into score if he could put it away. And it's found its way into the bottom corner. Hello, could we see a comeback from Chester? It's 4-3. He's got the ball in his hands. He's bringing it back to the halfway line himself. And that was a brilliantly worked goal.
Is it all too little, all too late for Chester? I mean, it's a fantastic run from the number 10. I mean, we've mentioned his technical ability all game. It's a great run, great 1-2 play, and a fantastic finish. You can clearly see he's got an eye for goal, but you got to think there's not been much time for them to get the fourth, get the equaliser.
Well, with around 3 minutes to go, do you now think that could be a beacon of light for Chester? Because we've talked about how it might be it. But if you can have plays like that working through, I mean that could be goal of the day. The way he worked through, the finish on the edge of the box, everything about it, the confidence to have. Number 10, what a player.
Yeah, look, we know he missed the penalty, but you can tell that he does have some ability. Chester will look to challenge this Salford team now. They've got to be careful.
Brought down
this ball out from the back line, Salford.
Well, he brought that down nicely under pressure. And there'll be an extra wave of excitement from the crowd as 7 pushes into that challenge.
Oh, it's a push off the ball from the Chester player.
This is where it gets feisty at the end of the game. I hope we don't finish on an angry note.
Oh, look, we don't want to look back in anger at the start of the game. Early on, we've had a couple of yellow cards, a couple of sin bins. We want this game to come to a nice close. But Salford won't mind this. Bit of time wasting on their side.
Looks as though it's quite a lengthy delay in lengthy stoppage. Once they get back into play, they'll be looking to roll with it as they go forward. Keep the ball moving. Some might say, Alex, I think it's getting a bit rough around the edges this game. He's finally let the sin bin back on. I'm not really too sure exactly what is going on.
Whatever's happening, this Salford crowd are loving it. I mean, they're stepping out of their comfort zone.
And they certainly
really making the noise heard.
They're certainly getting the better of the other team. This is the part of football we love to see. This is why we need fans. And Thomas took an absolute ball to the head there. He's put his life on the line protecting the camera equipment, and we love him for it. Chester squeeze up in search of that equaliser. Will it elude them, or will they find it?
One more chance for Chester.
Oh, it's sloppy. 8's made his way in. 3 is there again to get rid of it. And this is the final chance for Chester. If they can whip in a nice delivery, and we know that this is their strong point. This is their strong suit, and if Salford can't deal with this, it could be the 3 points gone.
A goal there for Chester would stun this Salford crowd into silence.
Just looking to preserve that unbeaten record. They've won every game, and they're looking to preserve that with this. This corner could spell danger. The suspense only mounting with the delay. Sent in. Met just whistled past the post, and could that have been just inches left? We could have an absolute mayhem on our hands.
Look, I mean, if you're a Salford fan, you so left your body at that moment because it was a fantastic rising jump from the Chester forward. It was a brilliant header, flicked on, and it looked like it was sailing into that far post.
Keeper was rooted, defenders were rooted, there was absolutely nothing that could have been done about that. And you just have to look at them and think, there's not much, you just can't change it. It's just the luck of the draw. Salford up the other end. Sean's gone in with a body. Fans don't take too kindly to it. Looking to waste.
I'm not too sure how much additional time this referee has played, but I'm sure they're getting into the dying embers of this game now.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think he's looking to squeeze every spare second he can out of the game. There is another chance to get forward for Salford as the degrees in temperature go down. The Salford fans looking to put themselves about as much as they can. It's flicked on into the grateful grasp of the keeper.
And it is full time here at Peel Park. Some late pressure at the end from Chester, but it's a fantastic victory for Salford. Salford 4, Chester 3.